Hello, I'm Dan Cootie. I used to be the mayor here in Fayetteville, and I'm running for mayor again. And here's one of the many reasons I'm running for office. We have a downtown paid parking system that is very confusing and very punitive, and it's got a lot of people upset. People don't even want to come down to Dixon Street anymore because of it. So I'm here to try to educate folks on all the different ways you can get a ticket by coming down to have a good time on Dixon Street in Entertainment District. This is the ever popular kiosk system, which is you come use your credit card, or you can use coins, you can use bills. It's all great when it all works, and if it's not raining and you don't have a line of people behind you. But a lot of people have gotten tickets just by coming down here and trying to get the thing to take their credit card, and as it's not taking it and rejecting the card, they're getting a ticket on their card. So that's a problem. But at this location, along this stretch of street and other parts of downtown, it's free parking until 2 in the afternoon. Then it's 50 cents an hour from 2 to 5 or 2 to 6, depending on what day it is. And then it's $1 an hour from 5 or 6 to 2 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week. So remember, if you're coming down here to park at, say, 1 o'clock on Tuesday morning and there's not another car within 100 miles, be sure to pay because you'll get a ticket if you don't. So we're going to go look around at some other locations here and see how the rest of downtown works. All right, here we are in another parking lot. This one's a couple of 100 feet from where we just were. That was a public on-street parking place that the city controls. There you'll get a $15 ticket if your time expires. This is a private lot. This is not publicly run. This is run by another outfit, and so when you come in here, even though everything looks the same as the public lots, it operates very differently. For example, it's free until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then all the prices change from 2 in the afternoon till 2 in the morning over there. Over here, it's 24 hours a day, and there are 4 different rate structures for depending on what time of day during what day, but it's 24 hours a day parking fees here. You'll get a $15 ticket over here on this lot. Over there on this lot, it's $100 to have a boot taken off your vehicle. And I think there's a sales tax, so it's like $107, $108, something like that, to have a boot taken off your car. If you overstay your welcome here in this parking lot. So just be aware that there are private lots, public lots, and residential lots, and we'll go see some of all these here in just a second. All right, here we are in another lot. This is another private lot, and it says customer parking only 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. They'll boot you here too, so just be careful that you have the right time, because the sign over on the parking meter has a different time, so just play it safe. Always pay more money than whatever one sign says, just so you won't get a ticket or get booted or get towed. All right, we're off to the next one. All right, here we are at the Walton Arts Center parking lot. This is a different system. This, of course, you get your ticket as you come in, you get a ticket, the arm opens up, you come in, stay here for a while, you put the ticket in to leave, you pay your money, the arm opens up and you leave, most of the time. A lot of times, for some reason, it won't accept a card, or it's a debit, or just one reason or another, if there's a problem and you're stuck here because there'll be cars back behind you. So there's a line here on this meter that says, if no response from the meter, call 444-3409, and the City Hall Police Department late at night will send somebody out to fix this problem while you wait and while everybody behind you waits. So this is one of the better parts of the system here, because on big event nights at the Walton Arts Center, people just pay $5, come in, and when they leave, they just open the gates and everybody leaves at once. So people like that a lot better than how it was, where you had 300 people in here and everybody had to go out individually, and it was taking about an hour to get out of the parking lot after the show. So there's a lot of room for improvement everywhere around. This is a third system. Now we're going to go see another one. I hadn't seen this one until now, but what this looks like is that this meter looks just like all the city meters, but this is a private meter, and apparently it's free parking during business hours for this mall here. But after 7 o'clock, it is pay parking, and it's a flat $5. And according to the sign, you need exact change only and no refunds. So you pay $5 for this machine. You can't buy it by the hour. It's a $5 flat rate. even though it looks just like all the other machines where it's either free or 50 cents an hour or $1 an hour. All right, here we are at another location. We're about 75 feet away from where we just were, where it was free until 6 and a $5 flat rate after 6. And then we're about 80 feet away from public parking where it's free until 2 and then 50 cents an hour from 2 and then $1 an hour from 2. You get the drift. This is another parking lot that's kind of between the two, and this is towing 24 hours a day if you're not a customer. So even if it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night and you park here, you're going to get towed. Now, getting ticketed is bad. Getting booted is a lot worse, but the worst of it's getting towed, because then you're going to have to go find your vehicle and it's more expensive and it's a much bigger hassle. So if you're going to get a ticket, that's one thing. Don't get booted, and especially don't get towed. And you've got all those options within about a 15-foot radius right here. All right, here we are, another location. This is Block Street, right down here, just half a block or a third of a block off Dixon Street. Now remember, it's free until 2 o'clock down there, and you start paying after 2 o'clock. Here, you pay from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and it's free after 6 and free on weekends. So if you park here thinking it's free until 2, you'll get a ticket. And if you park on Dixon or Spring or these other streets and you think it's free after 5, you'll get a ticket. So just be careful where you park, which game plan you're on, and then when you park here on Block Street, there are 2 things to watch out for. One, standard parking meter. Easy, we grew up with them. You can plug a nickel, dime, quarter, a few quarters, you're good to go, no problem. But with this back-end parking here, which everyone loves, you can see that the meter is lined up with the stripe. So if you park in the slot, make sure you know which meter you're putting your money in, because a lot of people have put money in the wrong meter and they've come back with an hour left on the meter they thought they were using, but they still have a ticket because they put the money in the wrong meter. And you can tell which meter goes with which space by looking at the letter. There's this letter M right here on the machine, so you need to find the corresponding letter M in the slot, and if you look very carefully, you can see where the M has been painted over to match the asphalt. So be very careful about where you park, when you park, and which meter you put your money in, or else it's going to be a $15 ticket. Here we are in another location. This looks strikingly similar to the rest of the downtown parking system, on-street parking, to where if you park, you go to the kiosk, you find one which is way down there, and you put your credit card in, or for whatever you're going to do. If you screw up, it's a $15 ticket. However, in these parking spaces, which look just the same, be sure and look for that sign right there, because if you happen to park in one of these places, it's residential, it's a $70 ticket. So you don't want to get a $70 ticket, even more than you don't want to get a $15 ticket. So be careful where you park. Now, if you live in the residential area, you have to go down, if you live here, you have to go down to the city at City Hall during working hours once a quarter to get a permit to be able to park here. And if you miss getting your permit, then you'll get a ticket. And if you don't pay the ticket, you'll get a warrant for your arrest for parking in front of your house. So be very careful to follow all the rules. Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I hope you've enjoyed this tour of our parking system.